Tigers.
Hollows gon' fly, it's a homicide. Mama's gon' cry, sing a lullaby. It's all about us, never about I. It's all about trust, never about lies. Hollows gon' fly, it's a homicide. Mama's gon' cry, sing a lullaby. It's all about us, never about I. It's all about Ichima. Hollows gon' fly, it's a homicide. Mama's gon' cry, sing a lullaby. It's all about us, never about I. It's all about trust, never about lies. Hollows gon' fly, it's a homicide. Mama's gon' cry, sing a lullaby. It's all about us, never about I. It's all about trust, never about lies. On the water squat, your journey moment count. Strap. Oh, then just go round. On the water squat, your journey moment count. Oh, then just go round.
I saw him. He goes behind the shield, but he pushed up. What's going on? What's going on, Serious crew? Team Serious fam, we back at it again with one of my exciting Rainbow Six Siege 5v5 tournaments. Today, we'd like to go ahead and make a big shout out to our sponsor, Gamer Grind. Let me go ahead and link them into the chat. If you get a chance, you're a coffee drinker, major shout out to Gamer Grind. Use our affiliate link, our partner link below to order your coffee. I want to thank everybody for the moderation team, to the administration team for putting the tournament together, and for getting everything going this evening. Had some hiccups with some stream issues. Some equipment went down, swapping, things of that sort. We had to get it, settled on the spot. Sorry a little bit about the delay, but we're here, we're active. We're going to start off the night right with Ghosts versus Strawberry Team Dream. Hopefully I said that correct. And we're just going into our 5v5. I'm going to go into most of the talking is going to be done by Fuse. But today we're going to get it started off with Coastline. Tell us a little bit about the game, Fuse.
So R6 is a 5v5 online tactical shooter. It has to deal with an attacking and defending team, and the objective is to kill all the defenders or defuse the bomb within a certain amount of time. Each side has certain operators where they have all unique abilities and different guns, all from existing counter-terrorist groups in real life. Many of them are kind of like in the meta, like Ashton Jaeger. But the map Coastline came from the season where Jackal and Mira came out. It is, in my opinion, a favorite map to a lot of people, and unlike others like Villa, most people like this one. But yeah.
Right, so right now we're going to go into Coastline as the starting map for this extremely exciting 5v5 between Ghosts and STD for Strawberry Team Dream. Let's get the match started. GLHF. Hopefully their teams are all ready, and we're gonna get it started. Let me go ahead and get the teams ready. By the way, we have moderators all over our chats. You can check us out at Twitch, Mixer, and Facebook for this stream. There's a YouTube stream going on right now with the other match. And I'll go ahead and then link the YouTube in the chat if you want to go check out the other match.
Frog champ.
So we're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Let's go. So tell us about this map, Fuse. What's going on? What do you see? What do you think? What are early predictions?
Early predictions is that they're not gonna do a ban that's exactly like in other maps, like Thatcher bans, because in this map it is not a Thatcher heavy. It is not reinforce heavy. This is a very, I would say, open map. Like there's multiple areas you can enter through, you can rotate through, and I believe the first one they're gonna go into, the first site would be hookah. Hookah and billiards is a favorite site, and it's one of those first picks because it's easy to defend, but at the same time it's easy to take over. It's right next to one of the spawns, and it's a quick like spawn peek area which they can use. But at the same time, spawn peeking is a double-edged sword. And the Valkyrie ban is a good ban in my opinion because there's a lot of areas where you can hide cams and just spam cams and stuff like that. Spam scanning. Echo is a very useful ban too because of when someone's planting, Echo can just use his sonic sound thing, whatever, his gadget, his yokai to take them down, to take them out, like the animation. But I see they chose a Jaeger. Jaeger is an essential pick, and he just got nerfed recently. His nerf to make him a 2-speed. But Jackal, they didn't ban Jackal, which is when people ban Jackal, it's a low rank ban because people find him annoying. When in reality, there are other bans that could go into. In the higher ranks, people rarely ban Jackal, but Jackal's ability is to track feet to like find roamers and stuff. He's not that annoying if you have a mute, which mute can like mess with his scanner and he can't see anyone in it, and then like distorts his screen if he has the gadget on. Twitch can take out and cameras or disable some is a very useful pick. Let's see. Yeah, as I predicted, they went hookah. You can. I believe it was C.
Let's just a reminder out there, all the chats, let's keep it clean. Let's keep it very positive in the chats. We do have moderators in each chats right now, and the Mixer chat isn't looking too good at the moment. We will start banning people if the chat doesn't stay positive, and if you're toxic, you're out of here.
Seems like someone's downstairs. I think the smoke is going to run out. Twitch had a hard time taking out that camera. They're all pushing up towards someone's in Sunrise, and they don't know. They're checking the corners. They see the rotation hole. I believe smoke's in there. But mostly everyone is sneaker on this team. I don't see that many roamers. Ooh, someone's already near sight. Oh wait, no, that's I'm slow. That's Jaeger. Ooh. Oh, for real? Frogger's watching cool vibes. Everyone's just chilling on site. Mute is chilling, trying to get that sneaky kill. But everyone's playing very slowly, very methodically, because no one has done anything. Oh, Zophie with the kill. They're trying to wait out to find someone trying to come upstairs. Everyone's just trying to watch the stairs and the hatch. No one's really pushing up.
For those of you just tuning in, we have another match going on right now on our YouTube channel. One of our moderators, his exclamation mark YT. It'll send you to our YouTube channel where the next match is Boise State University versus Raising Zero. If you're interested in watching that match, we have our two other administrators commentating that match, Silent Taz and Assassin. So if you're down to watch the other match as well, don't forget, we're all over the place. We're on Twitch, Mixer, and Facebook for this exact match, Ghosts versus Strawberry Team Dream. And follow us on all the social medias to keep up, to figure out where our streams are heading. Don't forget, major shout out to our sponsor, Gamer Grind. If you love coffee and you like it to be game themed, check out Gamer Grind. In the chat, one of my mods, exclamation mark Gamer Grind, to set our partner link. Order some coffee. That's gamer related. One of my top favorites is Kill Streak. Check that out if you're a coffee drinker in chat. So what did Team Blue do good, and what did Team Orange do bad this time around?
Team Orange, they were less aware. Wait, I think it was, I'm not sure which operator, I forgot, but was just standing in the doorway getting shot at by that Twitch, unaware, and just died. I think someone's sound was off. But they got rushed at the end, and they already had like low people, so they couldn't do anything, and blue team just took advantage of that and just rushed them. It's a very questionable pick that they chose right now. Defending, they chose Blue Bar Sunrise Bar. It's not the best site, I would say, because there's too many openings. And there's not that much to reinforce, and most of the site can be blown up, and there just be too many lines of sight. They're getting the hatch, which is always good. You don't want people coming up from the top, but Goyo is one person that got nerfed recently too, because of Pro League. He is a big operator in Pro League. And it is one of the things that he has a thing called the Vulcan Shield. The Vulcan Shield was made so, like, it has this box in the back, and when a defender shoots it or an attacker shoots it, it explodes and it's fire. It can be used to stop rotates, and it can be used to kill the enemy, or it can just be used to just stop any progression. I think this is very like I'm just curious right now, because they just opened all the wall, or at least all the bottom for the in Blue Bar, and that just creates a lot line of sight for both, and it kind of stops people from trying to breach the wall in fear they'll get shot. Beer takes a headshot. TCG is one of the guns that Goyo and Cade have. It used to be a 2-shot kill, but now it's 3 shots because they nerfed it. It's one of the overpowered shotguns, but it's like a sniper. It shoots far. It's like the dang, I forgot.
It's all good. Let's go ahead and get the moderators to keep the chat positive. If you have your own personal comments, keep them to yourself. We don't like toxic anything within Team Serious. At this point, so walk me through, what would you have done when you get into this map? Like, what would be like your top strategy, or walk me through what operator you would have choose on the attacking side that might benefit in this map.
On this map, I think a beneficial person would be someone like Astrosophia that can take out utility from long distance, such as those shields. Or another one that would be good for almost any map is Thermite, because there still is reinforcements, and just like Hibana, he can take out the hatches on top. And another person would be IQ. IQ can see any like electronics with their gadget. But for stuff like this, you might want to rush through that window that Thatcher's in, or it's just kind of a rounded kind of map. There's many ways to rush into this one.
So would you say it's a pretty well balanced map?
Not really. Not well balanced as many others like Oregon, because of one side of the map, the west side of the map that faces into ruins. People can get easily spawn peeked, and it's just like a caution. Like, you should be always cautious of someone spawn peeking from billiards, someone spawn peeking from hookah near the pool side. This map just has a few spawn peaks that you always want to watch out. But yeah, Thatcher got nitroed. That is one thing to always watch out about. Do not stay in one place. A nitro can kill you, especially with the new like fragmentation that they added into, where explosives can blow up parts of walls or reach people within a certain area, and any objects in the way can take some of the damage, and it'll gives the player a like subtracted amount of damage. But there is on the second floor areas that you can place under the default planting sites, where you can just detonate it. Done. That dude's dead. That is, with many maps, a strategy to do, especially with someone like Pulse. Pulse will just chill up top or sometimes below, and he will throw nitro cells after using his gadget to detect people are there and try to get a kill. But for me personally, I don't play people like Pulse or Castle, because the Oomp is one of the worst guns in the game. Just has a bad rate of fire, just has bad damage.
So just in case for those of you just tuning in, we have 2 matches going on at once. I'm heading to Twitch, Mixer, and Facebook on live streams. If you check out the YouTube, we currently have Assassin and Silent Taz leading that charge on that match with, just a second, it's Boise State University versus Raising Zero. If you want to tune in to YouTube live, exclamation mark YT in the chat. We'll get you the YouTube link to where that game is taken count right now, live as we speak. And yes, all the games do have a delay to avoid stream sniping. So what should Orange team be doing right now? What are your thoughts? What do they really need to do right now to win this next round?
This next round, especially with Kitchen, it's more anchor. Like, Kitchen's one of those last maps. Last objectives you go if, one, you're losing too many rounds, or two, this is the last one and you want to make sure that it's a guarantee win. Because like Throne on Theme Park, this is just anchor heavy, and it's harder to push, especially with the window because everyone watches the window and kitchen. Everyone watches it, and it's just like it's a risky thing to do. If they if the fuse, yes, the fuse is cluster charging the first into the first floor, and fuse is used to take out utility or get kills with this cluster charge, which cluster charge is many grenades in one gadget, and it's very useful and can take out multiple people. But roamers are Fuse's worst enemy because they'll go upstairs, and if someone's not watching Fuse or if Fuse doesn't watch himself, he can get taken out real quick. He can be very good in maps, but many times Fuses die because of roamers. Uh, as I said, it's very anchor heavy, and so that's many of the blue teams already been getting out while everyone's alive on site, and it's just hard for them to be pushing.
Don't forget that we're running 2 simultaneous matches at the same time. Assassin and Silent Taz are heading the YouTube stream. Exclamation mark YT in the chat to check out the YouTube. Subscribe, follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. We are live on Facebook at this very moment. Team Serious in Dallas. Check us out. Follow us. Give us a like. And Orange wins round 3 of the match. And going back to what you were saying, what they needed to do, did you see some of that actually happen? What did you see they did right? What did you see they did wrong there, Fuse?
I think they went kitchen just to secure the win. It was too hard to push it. It's just an anchor heavy site, and that's one of the reasons why many of them got out, especially because everyone was just holding the angle on stairs and into the bar. But since they went kitchen, they're gonna have to go the second floors both rounds, or no, second floor both rounds because they won both bottom floor sites. Legion is an operator that is used for intel, especially now because he can see his goose when they go off. But it's mainly for the sound cue, because now they nerfed him to where he could see it from only like very close. But his gadget before the nerf, you should take out 10 damage. Now it does it only within like time, so you have to wait to have it on. People mostly take it out as soon as they get it, which could be a downside, because if the Legion's right there, you're out. Legions usually place their things right in front of doors or behind it, just so they can hear that sound cue when people come in, and the gadget's invisible. There's like a faint like little glow or something you can see depending on which angle you look at it, but mainly IQ is his counter because IQ can see it using her gadget.
I'd like to take this time to go ahead and let you know, if you're interested in future events, please check us out at battlefy.com. The link is in the chat. The team on there is obviously named Team Serious. You can see all the active tournaments coming up next weekend. If everything goes well, we'll be doing another Rocket League, I believe 1v1. Let Shuki Rocksaurus confirm that in the chat. This is not the only game we do tournaments for. Get involved. Follow us on social medias. Check us out at teamseriesdfw.com. Hit the contact form. We'll have all of our socials linked in one spot. Nice and easy peasy for you to understand, to figure out where we are. We also stream Counter-Strike Go if you are a CS player. We also do tournaments for that. Rocket League, as I mentioned, obviously Siege, and soon to come Overwatch, if you're interested into Overwatch. This is the first tournament that we actually doing prize winnings for first and second place. It's split between the team. Get involved. It's a free tournament. with prize winnings. There is a very serious CSGO tournament that I'll let Shook later on describe how he's setting that up, but that has some serious prize winnings for a team. I don't know the exact amount, but it's definitely way higher than this. So if you're interested and you're a Counter-Strike Go player and you got your A game, bring it in, bring it on, show Team Serious what you're all about, and we will be streaming those tournaments as well. Again, next weekend, stop by and check out the Rocket League tournament 1v1s and get involved. So what should the attacking team be doing right now? Fuse, walk me through what needs to happen.
Alright, what needs to happen, especially on billiards and hookah, is that many, like the default plants are behind the bomb on billiards, and behind that little wooden area near the couch on hookah, where the IQ is. I feel like they're gonna rush into hookah and do the plant, and smoke is getting ready for this to throw the smoke canister to stop them from coming in. And I see Thatcher place a claymore to stop a rotation to penthouse. A TK, whoa, what happened there? Someone got in someone's line of sight. That's a yikes. But I've never seen someone like rush. Well, no, I've seen people rush into lines of sight on purpose, because in stuff like casual, people are very toxic. But TKs in stuff like ranked are unintentional most of the time. But yeah, they couldn't rush in with the diffuser, and they ran out of time. They couldn't do anything, and it looked like someone had a nitrous cell underneath the site ready. I saw it blow up once it was done. But yeah, they're going back to the first floor, because it's been 3 rounds until they won, and looks like this is the last one until they switch, or no.
Looks like Team Orange is pulling through with 3 wins over Blues, 1 win with Froggers on the Orange team, coming in home with 7 kills, and Draco, my bad if I mispronounce that, with 2 kills on the Blue team. Blue team needs to pick it up. I don't know if it's miscommunication or more coordination, or is the Orange team just more experience than the Blue team.
Oh, what are they saying? Ayana is not allowed. They're talking about because she is new. There's a period of time where Pro League tries to see if there's anything like wrong with the operator, to see if there's any bugs they should know about. But the period has not passed, and I believe you're not allowed to play Ayana. So we are doing Pro League settings. I'm gonna have to check on that though.
Well, to be all fair, we didn't describe that we're doing Pro League settings all the way. We described a tournament that has prize winnings with certain amount of rules set, with certain things set. So and it's more of a casual tournament. It's not going into any kind of ESL ranking or anything. So that's something we can probably work later future. But for now, we're gonna go with it. Granted that I understand what you mean. I'm not denying that. I'm not gonna say anything negative about that, but at the same time, we're not an ESL league of any sort. Does that make sense?
Yikes! Draco killed himself, probably because of what happened. Probably because she isn't allowed. But either way, that still means that the attacking team has 1 less player. The Hibana is taking out the mirror window, but yikes! The Goyo has taken out the Twitch, which could have been very essential to take out the mural windows to have line of sights into and onto, wait, into the site and onto Mira. But it's whatever. Honestly, someone is roaming in the front, trying to get people who are late getting into the building. But it seems like no one's really got it into, and they're all stuck outside of the sunrise. It seems that Sophie is pulling up from the back, but is being really careful what she does. But besides that, it seems like this Jaeger is trying to get a peek over to Sophia. Ooh, Mira gets the headshot onto the Hibana, and now it's just 2v5. Yikes. The Sophie just got drop shotted by the Goyo, and now it seems like everyone's going to rush the last person. It seems like someone in the comments said a Tetris tournament. How about a Tetris tournament?
Hey, if they're willing to figure out all the rule sets and everything else, Team Serious is always down. We're not going to say no, but we're not going to immediately say yes, as we're not any type of expert, but we have that type of energy. And there's also a League of Legends comment that is in the works, but that needs to be headed by none other than Tombstone from Team Serious. Not calling you out, but calling you out. We're going to need you to start putting something together for League of Legends, because we're missing out on a big sector. Also, it looks like Orange Team is heavily experienced, or is just better at defending. Which one do you think?
This game could be defender-sided. There's a lot of utility that goes onto the defending team that many of the Pro League players have been complaining about. That's one of the main reasons that Goyo lost one of his shields and Jaeger became a two-speed. Jaeger became a two-speed mainly about the pick rate of the character, and it just combined with his gun is just great. That's why, like, he's just a good character to play, especially if you're new to the game. Many new players go Ash Jaeger because, one, their guns are just very, very good, and for two, because they were 3 speeds and very easy to figure out. But many people feel that defending is really easy compared to attacking, because in attacking you have to take over the map, and with defending you could just be sitting on site, and if you have good aim, you can win many attacking rounds. But depending on sometimes with your team too, if you don't have a good team, you're not gonna win that many rounds. This game is about teamwork, is about strategy, and if you have good aim, that's a plus. But mainly toxic people, it's just not a good setting. For like hookah, that's one of the easiest ones in my opinion to defend. And defending could just be what many people hate, camping. You could just sit in the corner the whole time and wait for someone to come up. But for attacking, you always have to be aware that someone can come up from behind you, that someone could always be watching you. And the same, like with cameras, with multiple cameras, like with Valkyrie, they could, like, if people don't ping, they can know exactly where you are. But from your experience from playing the game, which one do you think is easier, attacking or defending?
It just really depends on your playstyle. I've always been a better defender than I am attacker, because I can listen and pay attention to detail without having that added pressure of trying to run in or break into a building per se. But with that being said, I think going back to your earlier comment, that it is a little easier to defend simply because you can sit there and take your time and listen and observe and watch out. You know what I mean? Like watch out for your team. But the biggest thing that happens either on attacking and defending is the fact that constant communication between your teammates, right? Being able to play with someone that you know and understand and have a type of vibe. And when I mean vibe, is I was a Counter-Strike player. Type of vibe is what I mean, that certain things happen, they know how to react to it without having to second guess or without you having to tell them, right? For example, on CS, you know that 3 went A, 2 went B, and as soon as you find out that they're in a specific location, your team will rotate, right? Without even having to say anything. All you hear is, hey, I see majority team going X, A or B, and then your team automatically rotates. Having to be able to practice with your team makes it that much of a better competitive game within my experience. But I was mainly a Counter-Strike player. I did first season of Siege. Wasn't really for me, in the sense that I saw too many things wrong with it in season 1 that they've since addressed, and they added more I guess perks. What are they actually called? Not perks, but operators. And it's definitely defined the game differently than I did when I first started playing. But if I were to go play back now, it would take a lot longer for me to spin up and get acquainted with all the new maps, all the new areas, all the new callouts. So I kind of just stay away from that. So that's one thing I do like about Counter-Strike is you'll have the same competitive maps because you have to go through an approval process to get those to even be approved. But it's the same. You can practice on a gazillion maps, right? There's so many Counter-Strike maps. You can just, what we used to call pub, get on a public server and just go play a random game and just go play a gun game, whatever. But for practice, there's a defined set of competitive maps that you can literally drill down, memorize, and just keep going. You know what I mean?
And though it's same applies with Siege. There are many maps that are always like the same because though they may some maps may have got reworked because of finding flaws and things, just making it all balanced. There's still a lot of the same areas, and you can just run into a terrorist stunt or keep on going into a casual to figure it out. Like Oregon, it made me feel different when I played it the first time, the rework. But I was like, yeah, I can get with this because it was very similar but new. And so a lot of the things were very similar, but there was just new and more balanced areas, like a rotate down into laundry, down into the basement called freezer, which adds another area the attackers can use because there was only 2 ways to get into the basement. It was either from tower or from first floor going into laundry, and it made it a really easy win because you can just chill right next to the stairs, or you can just chill right next to the other stairs, into going into tower. But with freezer, it adds a whole different area that the attackers can use, a whole different wall that they can open into the site, and that makes the map more balanced. Still very similar. There's still things you can do to counter it, like counter people going through doing through the new area. You could use someone like Capcan, who, if you places EDDs right, can stop people from rotating, can stop people from going through certain areas. Of course, watch out for those EDDs. You can take them out, but most people, when you place them down in the last minute, the last 30 seconds, people aren't gonna watch where they're going, and they will just run into it, which could knock them down, kill them, or at least hurt them in a way to give you time to have a chance to retake a room or to just to get out and get a free kill. And with the Spetsnaz operators having such laser-like guns, which I would say are the best guns in the game, the AK-12, the Spetsnaz submachine gun, and and their shotgun, the sausage. It's just great loadouts. But people don't really like them. They don't really like choosing them, but they don't see the potential that people like use have. But people that people are waiting for Tachanka's rework, which allows him. Tachanka is a operator that has a turret, and for a long time, people couldn't find a reason to use him because his turret's stationary, and there's just many ways to kill him. But now they're making his turret mobile, which can pack a punch, and it can make rotate holes very easily. And his new gadget will be a grenade launcher that does the same thing as Goyo and Capital, but more mobile. And I'm just waiting for that to happen. I really want to play him, and it seems that many other people do.
For those of you just tuning in, don't forget to check our sponsors out for this tournament. Gamer Grind, exclamation mark, Gamer Grind in the chat. You love coffee as much as I do. Go in there and get your favorite coffee themed coffee, either whole bean or ground. My favorite type is called Kill Streak. Check them out. Use our partner link below to let us know that your support Team Series. An orange team goes and takes the win. Overall thoughts, orange versus blue.
I think that the orange team, what was it, Ghosts? The Ghosts just had more, probably, they were doing more callouts, more communication was going on there. They probably play a lot together, and a lot of them are plats, so these people know what they're doing. But I feel like these had a more like team vibe, like you were saying earlier, and it just worked well. The other team probably didn't have as many callouts, and with other things beyond that, I think that Ghost was just a better team. What about you?
Ghost takes the win. GG all the way around. Appreciate both teams coming over here and giving us your A game. Thank you so much for participating in the Team Serious single elimination 5v5 Siege tournament. Please check us out at teamseriesdfw.com. Follow us on social media. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We are on YouTube, we're on Twitch and Mixer. This stream was brought to you by Gamer Grind. Go ahead and link them again in the chat. Check them out. Buy your favorite coffee. They got not just caffeine. I don't know why you would buy decaf, but they got decaf. Just go ahead and check them out. My favorite blend is Kill Streak. And definitely use our affiliate link, our partner link underneath, and go ahead and get you some of that coffee. Let us know your support Team Serious and everything we do. This was our first round of 4 teams. This match is concluded with Ghosts being the winner versus Strawberry Team Dream. Thank you so much for participating. We will conclude tomorrow. Next matches for the next round for our other 4 teams will be tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Don't miss out. An exciting event. We're going to be hosting it again on Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, and Facebook. So stop by, show us that support. Hopefully your favorite team wins. Ghosts move on to the next phase, which will be hosted tomorrow night. We should be concluding the whole tournament tomorrow, starting tomorrow evening, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Major shout out for Team Serious for all the moderation, all the administration. Appreciate everybody that stopped by from the community. Get involved, get into the Discord, talk about your favorite game, your favorite experiences. and everything that you like or dislike about any game or any stream. And we definitely are constantly improving everything we do. I appreciate you stopping by. Next weekend, we will be having a Rocket League 1v1 tournaments next weekend. Get involved if you play Rocket League. Counter-Strike weekend is coming back up again. Extreme big prizes for those as well. There's also, we're going to rotate Overwatch eventually into our stream segments. There will be another Siege tournament coming up real soon, depending on availability and depending on people that sign up. Everything is literally waiting on just people to sign up. We get that all the time. Every single time we stream, when is the next tournament? When is the next tournament? And every time the sign up sheet goes up, we wait on people to actually register. Believe it or not, there are still people registering right before we hit the cutoff was met. And every time we stream is when is the next registration? Get involved, get into the Discord, Discord in the chat to find out the latest updates. Granted, give us some time. Most of us that are running the Discord are adults that work full time. And yes, even with COVID going on right now, we still have jobs. We weren't impacted to that extent, but give us some time for us to catch up on those messages. Give us some time to respond to your requests, and we will get there and eventually host those tournaments. Thank you so much for everybody stopping by. And again, always stay serious. Have a good night.